Today in our 2018 Ford Escape, we're going to be test fitting the Yakima Ridgeback 4 bike rack for 1 1/4 and 2 inch hitches. Part number Y02458. We already have a bike installed on a rack, so let's go ahead and take a closer look and show off some of the features. Starting with our arms here, at the ends of both of our arms we're going to have the patented Yakima bottle openers. The cradles themselves are going to be stationary, meaning they can't move back and forth, but they do have this TPE padding, which is actually going to act as a shock absorber while you're driving, so when you hit those bumps, it's going to help protect the frame of your bike. Also, the bottoms of our zip strips here are also padded. On the back side of our mast here is this plastic piece. Now, since this doesn't come with any locks to speak of, you do have options where you can remove this plastic piece here and replace it with the Yakima handcuff integrated cable lock, which you can find on etrailer.com. How the bike is held into place, we're going to have 3 points of contact. We're going to have 2 zip strips up at the top and one off to the side, which is going to serve as an anti-sway cradle to keep the bike from moving too far back and forth and causing bike-to-bike contact. Also, when all 4 bikes are attached to it, it does have a stabilization strap that wraps through all the frames as well as the mast itself to keep everything together while you travel. So let's go ahead and take the bike off. We'll start with the points here on either side of the zip strips. You just push those tabs in at the same time. The zip strips come right out. Then we can just lift it up and off. Put the zip strips back in place so we don't lose them. Next, with it out in this position, measuring from the edge of the bumper to our outermost point, that's going to be about 44 inches we've added to the rear of the vehicle. Our ground clearance is going to be about 9.5 inches, and the closest point is going to be about 5 inches to this edge. Now, going up to the mast, you can see it has this bend or arc along the back side of it. That's going to provide greater clearance between that and the hatch while you travel, but also later on when we tilt this away, it's going to provide a little bit of extra clearance to make sure we can open this rear hatch to get to what we need. With no bikes on here, you can fold these arms down for the close quarter situation, such as parking or putting it in your garage or putting it away for storage. You come to this latch at the top, it's kind of dark gray. You lift up on that, and you can fold the arms down. And again, measuring from the edge of the bumper, now we've only added about 13.5 inches to the rear of the vehicle, so that made a huge difference. As I said before, this does tilt away, so we can pull the black latch at the front towards us, then let it come forward, and now we have that rear hatch access that we need, and plenty of space on either side to do so. To put it back in place, just push up until you hear that click. How this attaches to the hitch, we're going to have this pin that pushes into place on the inside here once you initially insert it into your hitch, and then we have this speed knob at the end. You turn to the right to tighten it up, and that'll take the shake and play out of the shank and make for a smoother ride, and then you can lock it so it can be secure in your vehicle, and this will just free spin. There's also a collar around the edge here. If that's removed, this can be utilized with 1 1/4 hitch accessories, excuse me, 1 1/4 hitches, provided that they're going to be Class 2. So this can work with either multiple vehicles, or if you get a Class 2 hitch for your Ford Escape, it'll work with that as well. And there you have it for the Yakima Ridgeback 4 bike rack on our 2018 Ford Escape. Here it is on our test course. We'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Next, we're at the alternating speed bumps, which we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. And finally, we have the full speed bumps, where we'll see the up and down action, which is just like driving out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.